All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. I was trying to get the MicroStrategies conference up and working, but
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode
just as I'm taking a sip.
Bitcoin with your host.
All right, audio is working. And yeah, so the MicroStrategies event either hasn't started yet or they're having trouble with the live stream. Trust me, I know all about having trouble with live streams. It is a nightmare. What the hell did I just drop? All right. And so let's go to the charts, because if that conference starts, I don't really want to compete with that. So let's go to the charts. And boom. All right. So this is where we will go ahead and start off. And guys, still on sale, but this month, sometime this month, prices will, well, these prices are not going to double. These prices would go up by like, I don't know, 33% or something. But the MRI indicator will double. So keep that in mind. The price of the MRI will double later this month. I'm wearing my Buy the Dip shirt. I am, oh, wait, my camera turned off. I am, whoa. What happened there? There we go. I am holding my Buy the Dip mug. So, do you think I'm bullish or bearish? Of course I'm bullish. That is a beautiful monthly start to a candle. Now, last candle got us a little bit concerned, a little tiny bit concerned, not crazy concerned, but a little bit concerned. And I made it very clear that the monthly would only be a problem if we start trading below this red line. Hey, Bernoulli, welcome back. I haven't seen you on my stream in a while. Hope all is well. Someone is saying, how do I get a link to the MicroStrategies live stream? Well, if you go to their website, it's called World 2021. I think this is a general MicroStrategies conference, and Michael Saylor will just also talk about Bitcoin. And then you need to, access the event and register for it. And when you do that, I mean, you kind of end up on one of these pages, which also isn't working. It was working a minute ago. I don't know what happened. I don't know, they're having trouble. But yeah, just go to their website, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Shouldn't be that complicated. Okay, so the monthly starts off really, really good. We are this is only the third day, though, of a shortened month. And yeah, if you really want to know why February only has 28 days, it's very interesting history. It has to do with Roman history and involving Julius Caesar. Really interesting. I'm not going to give away the answer. Some homework assignment to figure out why the back-to-back months of July and August have 31 days, but February only has 28. Has to do with Roman history. Okay, this is beautiful. Did we just make a new 24-hour high? Weekly chart right at the top of the candle. That is excellent. This blue line represents my concern on the weekly chart. As long as we are above this blue line, I remain bullish in the market. So that is very, very clear. And the week is halfway. Today's Wednesday, not halfway. Tomorrow will be halfway, but it's looking nice. Daily chart is where it's at. This was my most, people got mad at me for constantly messing with the triangle. Welcome to trading, guys. So yesterday, my triangle looked like this, and we were breaking above my triangle, which is why I was very, very bullish. I drew that green line as a representative of breaking above the triangle. But after we broke that green line, and I said I would be bullish as of this green line, but remember the wisdom of Tyler Jenks. When in doubt, always be the most conservative. And the most conservative view of Bitcoin is to lower this point and raise and increase the triangle to here. And now this is the most conservative I can possibly make this triangle. And guess what? We are, I guess I can make it a slightly more conservative. Ever so slightly. But guess what? We are breaking out of the most conservative triangle humanly possible. But I became bullish as of this green line. I wasn't going to wait for the most conservative triangle to be broken. I was just waiting for the realistic triangle to be broken while keeping in mind that the most conservative option can still happen. I would love to see a close above $36,000 today. That would be absolutely great. If we close above 36,000 today, let's say we close at current price, that means we would have one, two, three, four, five, six, the 7th highest daily close in the history of Bitcoin. That is incredible. On a weekly scale, we would have the 2nd highest weekly close in the history of Bitcoin. If we can close above 36,000 by end of week, we got 4 days to do it. And someone is saying you can include the top of that large wick. I really don't want to include the top of that large wick because that top of that large wick was simply driven by Elon Musk. And while I have conceded and I've stated from the beginning that a single tweet by a prominent person can certainly reverse the fate of an asset, the future fate of an asset, I'm not going to count the extreme of that, of the cause and effect of his tweet as relevant. The extreme here is not relevant. The candle is. Okay. So why is my camera going out? Okay, there we go. I don't know why my Zoom is failing on the green screen. So to me, this is really good. Really, really good. Where we can even close above 37,000 today, which is awesome. Let's go to lower level time frames. I wanted to do this video right now because to me, this was a beautiful little pullback last night. If you're an American, if you're in America, that was a beautiful little pullback right into the moving average and the hourly chart. And right now, you are breaking above the prior swing high. All you got to do is close this candle above that red line, and you have a bullish case on your hands for Bitcoin short term. I like this move. It's got about 4 to 5 hours to go. And I think today is going to be a beautiful day for Bitcoin. Good day to be a Bitcoiner. Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we? GBTC. GBTC is doing okay. Oh, I got a question. People are asking, how do you get the video of the MRI if you had the old version of the indicator? Well, if you are in the general group chat with a bunch of people that have, that have access to my products, the video is pinned to the top of that Telegram group. Also, if you have the original playlist that educated you on the last indicator I was selling, I just added that video into that playlist. If both of those things, if you don't have access to either of those, I guess you have to just email me or use my website and find the contact button. Best to reply, with the email, like your prior confirmation email, just reply back to me. I am my own secretary. I am my own personal assistant. I'm also my own travel agent, which is why half my day is actually spent being a secretary and not anything other than that. Which is why a lot of things just don't get done. I would love to just, trade the markets, but more than half my life is being the Tone Vays personal assistant. And I've tried personal assistants. I can't do it. Maybe one day when I'm not when it's impossible for me to do it all myself. Okay, so here's GBTC. This was the Elon pump. And hopefully we can break that very, very soon. GBTC premium is still incredibly low. Incredibly low. At least it's back to 8.5%. But it's still incredibly low. I'm still fully invested. I'm still fully long. And I botched my exits a little bit. And one of them was due to not knowing what time zone I was in, which I blame Florida for. Florida is great for some things, but not time zones. And unfortunately, the GBTC premium cratered at the worst time. All right, I got more questions coming in. If we go too high on Bitcoin before Sunday, do we risk potential negative consequences of not resetting the counts on a weekly scale? No, we do not. Absolutely not. So this is what separates the MRI from some of its predecessors, is that right now we are resetting the MRI, but we don't have to reset the MRI. In fact, I would love to see a third consecutive MRI top. I would love for us to pump and close the week above this. That would actually give the MRI a nice competitive advantage. I would rather not have a reset. I want to see us close at a brand new weekly high this week. And we have to, in order to reach a third consecutive MRI top. And I really like third consecutive MRI tops. You can see what happened on a monthly scale of the third consecutive MRI top. All right. Ethereum is still bullish. Gold is still bearish. I took off all of my annotations. That's fine. This line, if we cross this line, if we close daily below this line, gold's in trouble. There's nothing to review on the Ethereum very sober product. The premium is non-existent. Lots of liquidity here. And like the premium isn't moving. So what does it matter? I mean, look at the premium. It's flatlined. The premium is flatlined at 14%. So it's not interesting. Symmetric triangle forming on gold weekly. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, but it's a weird-ish triangle. I'm gonna give it a few more weeks, and then we can get back to that concept. Silver. Why is the MRI not working? Let's see. Let's wait for the MRI. Hey, it's working now. So, no comment on silver. I want to see it above 50 before I sell all my silver. And I will sell all of my silver. The stock market is still bullish to me. How's our favorite stock doing? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is not looking good at all. This thing is going sub 90, folks. Oh, it's already sub 90. This thing is going sub 70. Not looking good. Not looking good. That's pretty much it. Still waiting for shitcoin cash to go below 1% of Bitcoin. And once it does, we will retire this project from our brains. Eventually, this will be Ethereum. Eventually. It's just taking longer than anticipated. Could you give a take on CME offering Ethereum futures as of next week? People at the CME are not very bright if they think Ethereum is a long-term lasting project. That's my opinion. Compare the contracts with what happened in Bitcoin. There's nothing to compare to what happened in Bitcoin. It was just timing. You know, they launched the Bitcoin futures at the worst time. Like, guys, Ethereum doesn't matter. Ethereum people, think that Ethereum matters in this world. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Bitcoin matters. Ethereum doesn't. It created a shitcoin pump. It created a lot of Ponzi's. It created ICO scams. But as far as changing the world, Ethereum doesn't matter. And like with most things, the Bitcoin CME futures launched at the most inconvenient time for the bull market, right at the top. Sometimes it's just a coincidence. Visa trying to allow Bitcoin and other digital asset purchases directly with their credit cards. I mean, so let me pull up an article. We're going to do a news show tomorrow, so we're probably going to talk about this. Visa, Bitcoin. Like, these stories kind of bother me. So here, I'll use CoinDesk. All right, so here's the story. Right? So I'll stick it here. Here's the story. Visa signals further crypto adoption with API pilot for bank customers to buy Bitcoin. I'm not going to give credit. I'm not going to give credit to Visa for doing what they're supposed to be doing. Visa is a credit card company. Visa provides credit to its customers. It's not up to Visa to decide what their customers should or should not buy with their own money. Okay? If Visa is going to extend me credit because I am a credit-worthy individual, and it's Visa. Visa has one job. Visa doesn't even decide your credit. The bank decides your credit. Visa is a payment processor. Okay, if Visa wants to make money by allowing you to process Bitcoin transactions, they can, right? Like, this is their job. This is the job of their business, to make the most money for their business. So yes, they should be doing that. Now, Visa is just, the rails. Visa is the rails. Visa is the rails that charges you a percentage on those rails. Bitcoin does, Bitcoin, it's the underlying layer of Bitcoin doesn't compete with Visa. The Lightning Network competes with Visa, because the Lightning Network can do more transactions per second than Visa can. So Visa will eventually not be necessary as a company, because people will be using Lightning. That's it. Now, for now, while a lot of people don't use Lightning, including myself, I don't know what this means. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, there are certain things to me that are a big freaking deal, and then there are things to me that are a little deal. The GameStop insanity to me was a little deal, not a big deal. To me, it was a little deal. To everyone else around me, it seems to be the biggest deal in financial history. This to me is not a big deal either. Okay. People love those Bitcoin debit cards with the Visa logo, but in the future, they're not necessary either. We're just going to use Bitcoin. You know what's a big deal to me? The election fraud. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. Okay. A lot of people don't care. That's a huge deal. The economic destruction with COVID, that's a huge deal. Okay. The money printing that's going on because of the economic destruction, that's a huge deal. That's the big thing that makes me bullish Bitcoin. Okay. Because to me, what happened in the US election will destroy confidence of the humans around the world in American democracy or republic or the lack thereof, or however you want to think of American politics / economics. The brain drain that is coming from out of America is going to be incredible. Okay. People will no longer seek their education in an American university. Now, this is not going to happen tomorrow, but this is what is going to happen probably in my lifetime. And I'm already getting old. Okay. But definitely in your kid's lifetime. The aurora of being an American as the greatest thing is over. It's over. Okay. And that is a big deal. That's a big deal. Visa, not a big deal. Them building a crypto API 5 years too late is not a big deal. Okay. And they also say crypto API. So clearly they still don't fucking get it. If they actually got it, it wouldn't say crypto API. It would say Bitcoin API. Speaking of companies that never got it and maybe finally are getting it, where's that IBM story? So IBM has fired everyone in their blockchain department, apparently, something we've told them to do, again, how many years ago? 5 years ago? 6 years ago? God knows how much time we've spent making fun of IBM. CoinDesk, your website sucks. IBM. Oh, that's perfect. That's what you get when you look up IBM. Excellent. IBM blockchain bleed. No, how old are these things? Okay, so this is here. IBM blockchain is a shell of its former self after revenue misses. I mean, they pretty much fired everyone. So every idiot that worked on the blockchain projects at IBM finally realized that they just sucked money out of IBM into bullshit. Something we've told them a long, long time ago. because it was obvious. It was obvious. Though, going back to the World Crypto Network, we were making fun of this nonsense. There's no such thing as blockchain. There is Bitcoin, and then there is databases. That's it. All right, looking good. Though that's on a delay, so it's looking good. All right, we got some comments, we got some questions. Tone, for someone who never entered the market and is looking for long-time hodl, is it better to buy Bitcoin around current prices or wait for a big bottom in the next bear market? So, Daniel, are you still, you're there with us? I'm gonna type out the answer. Please watch yesterday's video where I answered that question. I would not wait. So Bitcoin isn't on a blockchain. The history of the word blockchain is that it was a word that Satoshi Nakamoto used to describe Bitcoin. It appeared for the first time in a comment of the Bitcoin's original code, where Satoshi tried to explain the concept of Bitcoin's blocks every 10 minutes. And he referred to it as a blockchain that connects these blocks together. When people didn't like, I should probably go off screen share to explain this. Let me go off screen share. So what the hell? Zoom, what are you doing to me? Okay, Zoom's weird. So the word blockchain came about because people didn't want to associate with Bitcoin. And they just made it up. You have Bitcoin. When Bitcoin doesn't serve your purpose, you come up with other bullshit names, whether it's blockchain, whether it's DeFi, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is Bitcoin. That's the only innovation. That's the only revolutionary thing here. All right. I thought a month ago you said some of those 4 videos online will be provided for free. And at one point, if I'm not mistaken, they were. Also, if you have... well, not really. So that's I'm not sure I'm following the question. Like if you go to here, on-demand videos, this I release for free. I really need to remove it from my website. So I'm releasing Tyler Jenks's video for free, one at a time. Eventually, probably within a year or two, they will all be free. We're slowly releasing these for free, 1 or 2 a year. And so this is actually 2 videos in here. And this is like this has like 4 videos. So we're releasing these for free. These are only going to be free if I retire. Which, by the way, I'm considering not this year, not next, maybe not next year, but sometime around the next halving, I will consider retiring from the trading life completely. I will either move on to educating about Bitcoin itself, or I will pursue my future goal of being a nutritionist. When I eventually retire from the trading like education world, I will release these for free. Until then, this finances my Bitcoin evangelism. This is the only way I make money. This finances Bitcoin evangelism. These videos and the MRI And if I ever launch private Zoom Q&As or MRI subscriptions, so I've been struggling with the decision, do I want to do more work in the world of trading, or do I want to slowly migrate? Because look what happened. A year ago, I was doing law shows. I was doing news shows. I was doing, like all this other stuff, educating about Bitcoin. I'm not educating about Bitcoin anymore. All I'm doing is trading. And while that is my biggest audience, and that's the only way I make revenue, by educating about Bitcoin, it's not exactly life satisfying. My life is more satisfying when I educate about Bitcoin itself, not trading Bitcoin or trading stocks. So right now, I got to decide, do I want to make more money by going deeper into trading Bitcoin world, or do I want to step back from that and spend more time educating about Bitcoin itself, which doesn't actually pay me anything? So how do I finance me educating about Bitcoin itself? Either I got to start trading more to make money, or I got to have a big enough reserve, or I got to have enough residual income, which is why we probably should launch the MRI notification service, and that could provide some residual income if people are paying for those subscriptions. So lots of business decisions to be made, but like I said, I'm being honest with you guys. While I still enjoy, talking about the price of Bitcoin and teaching trading, notice how the in-person webinars, the in-person workshops aren't really going to happen anymore. I'd rather just do dinners with people. I'm getting older, and I'd rather educate about Bitcoin than about trading. But maybe when Bitcoin crosses, I don't know, $250,000, I can then, rely on some savings, and I can build out, my business, educating about Bitcoin and not worrying about how do you finance it. Because there's only so much of my own money I'm going to spend, right? The conferences already cost me money to put on, and I do enjoy organizing those conferences because people do like them that attend. You educate while teaching trading. Yes, but not directly. Like I want to make videos, showing people how to use wallet apps, showing people how to do Bitcoin security. I want to bring on experts that help you with that. Hell, I need help with a lot of that stuff. And if I need help setting up and using Lightning, I know most of you need help setting up and using Lightning because I need help. I'm not a Lightning user because I haven't taken the time to fully understand Lightning. And if I can take the time to fully understand Lightning, I can then educate my viewership about understanding Lightning. And that's the kind of stuff I need to start doing soon. Look, can I retire and just go away and disappear? Yeah, I think I have enough money for that. But life won't be interesting either. I want to stay as a public figure in one way or another, but that costs money, right? Like there's employee costs, there's all this stuff. For me to retire and never be seen again, yeah, I can afford that. But in order to keep doing what I'm doing, some revenue has to come in from somewhere. Okay, I'll read this comment out. Tone, we only need to have a close today above the daily triangle to get full bullish short term. Pretty much, that is correct. So I'm not screen sharing right now, but at least I don't think I am. But that's exactly what I'm looking at as well. Right, I just need a close above 36,000 today for completely voiding the triangle. That's all I need. Tone, what impact will USDC have on Silver blockchain since it went live on Stellar yesterday? Absolutely none. I couldn't care less. Oh, impact on Stellar. Stellar is a scam, guys. Stellar is Ripple. Stellar is a clone of Ripple. Stellar is a clone of Ripple by the same guy who created Ripple. Stop. Get out of Stellar. Mentally get out of Stellar. I don't know if it's going to make money or not. Like, I have no idea. I couldn't care less. No, I'm not extending the triangle anymore. This is it. Trump will probably go all in on Bitcoin eventually because Trump is so hated. Like, while Visa is getting into Bitcoin, Visa is going to deplatform Trump. All financial, I mean, man, I've never seen man, you know, I don't want to. Trump is so hated, and that's only because of the media. Like, the media made the people hate Trump. Trump is so hated that I wouldn't be surprised if Trump gets like deplatformed from every bank, from every payment processor, like everyone. And Trump will have no choice but to use Bitcoin. And then he'll realize how important Bitcoin is. Imagine if Trump said, screw the system, our businesses will only accept Bitcoin. Like, if you're a Bitcoiner and a Trump hater, you got a really tough decision to make. Like, do you stay at Trump hotels because the only currency Trump accepts is Bitcoin? That would be like the ultimate, like that meme with the guy with the two buttons trying to decide which one to press. Do you think Bitcoin will stabilize now that there's political stability? No, it's an illusion of political stability. See, people didn't respect Trump because the media made him out to be a buffoon. But people actually don't respect Biden. They don't respect Biden because the majority of the country knows he cheated. And if you know someone cheated, you do not respect them. How many people respect Barry Bonds? A little American-centric here, but how many people respect athletes that cheated? The answer is no one, okay? Now, the media can cheer the athletes, but people know. Don't underestimate the people. So while Biden may be respected in the media, and while Biden may be respected publicly by other leaders, like the Chinese leaders are going like this. China is applauding Biden. They're respecting the shit out of Biden publicly. They are laughing their ass off that Biden is the US president behind closed doors. Okay? So there's a big difference between respecting someone publicly and respecting someone privately. Okay? Huge difference. Oh, we just broke 37K, by the way. So while it may look like there's political stability on the surface, there is a lot of shit brewing under the hood. The amount of people that are moving to Texas and Florida is insane. And these people are stacking up on guns if they can buy them still. And especially it's hard to buy bullets. So no, political stability right now is a total illusion. And I think we have about between 6 months and 2 years to settle your affairs and prepare for what's potentially coming. And I'm working on my plan. I hope you're working on your plan. Didn't you say a while ago we are not in a real run-up bull market until Bitcoin goes up without altcoins going up? Currently, all we are seeing are alts going up with Bitcoin. No, that's not true at all. You are focusing on a small handful of shitcoins, mostly Ethereum. They're not really rising. If you go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, I mean, Polkadot is the latest scam that has come out with its nonsense and bullshit. So Polkadot is up. I mean, Charles Hoskinson's doing a great job pumping Cardano. Anyone with 2 cents in their brain knows Link is totally useless and is total garbage. And Bcash is going down. Binance Coin is almost out of the top 10. Ripple is going to get eliminated by the SEC. No, shitcoin. I mean, Dogecoin was just a pump by a bunch of people. EOS is almost out of the top 20. No one cares about Monero. No, that's not a true statement that shitcoins are not doing all that great. Ethereum is the only one that is dragging this right here. This entire drop in Bitcoin dominance, this is basically just Ethereum. This is Ethereum gaining a significant percentage versus Bitcoin, like right here. Like here's the big move. Ethereum is up like 60% versus Bitcoin. And Ethereum is the second biggest cryptocurrency. So it is not true that Bitcoin is rising with all of the shitcoins. And all this means is this run-up will not be ultimately sustainable. So basically, if the shitcoins get more steam along with Bitcoin, it means there is a bubble brewing. If Bitcoin was rising without even Ethereum, that means that Bitcoin is finally separating and there would not be a massive 80-90% correction. Oh, and that brings me to your comment, Mike. Do you think the days of 80+% corrections are over? It's impossible to tell. At the moment, I'm going to say those days are not over because you can see Ethereum pumping. So because shitcoins are somewhat pumping with Ethereum, those days are not yet over. And there could possibly be an 80% correction. But in order to have an 80% correction, 2 things need to happen. One of them is Bitcoin needs to start to go up exponentially on a monthly scale. Here's the monthly scale. Bitcoin needs to go up exponentially, probably a little more than it already did because it took so long. Like this run up, this exponential run up was just, recovering from the bear market. Bitcoin needs to go exponential in its own bull market. Now, I don't know when that will happen. I don't know how far it will go. So first, Bitcoin needs to go up, 400-500% within a bull market. That means Bitcoin will need to rise 400-500% from 20,000. So now we're talking, here's 400%. 400% from 20,000, takes us to 100K. If we get there slowly, not enough for an 80% correction. If we get there quickly, that's enough for an 80% correction. So if we get in there slowly, and right now we're getting there fairly slowly, maybe we'll need to get to 150,000. It's all price and time. Price and time. The slower you move, the higher you have to go. The faster you move, the lower you have to go. Okay? So if you're going to be going up slowly, you may need to reach 200,000 before you get to an 80% correction. If you go quickly, only need to reach 100,000. So can't blockchain logic be used for other purposes as well, such as record keeping, database management, etc.? No, absolutely not. Blockchain blockchains cannot be used for record keeping. There are two problems with using a blockchain for record keeping. Oh, Michael Saylor is live? I need to stop the stream then. If you're using a blockchain for record keeping, that means you have the ability to lose all of your records. Nobody wants that. If you have a blockchain for record keeping, you do not have the ability to alter your records, which again, may not be something you want, because if there is an error in your record, you cannot change it. Okay, so no, blockchain for record keeping is terrible. A blockchain for Bitcoin is perfect, but not for record keeping. Oh, the page crashed. All right, I don't want to compete with Michael Saylor. I like Michael Saylor. We're about to get going. What do you think of your bet with Socrates about Litecoin, Bitcoin? I don't remember my bet with Socrates about Litecoin, Bitcoin. I will need to ask him, or if you remember what that bet was, feel free to type it out, and one of my moderators will send it to me. Tone, please observe the 4-hour. All right, so what's going on here? Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at the 4-hour. I also haven't looked at the funding rate. I should look at the funding rate real quick. Oh, it's beautiful. We broke 37. Funding rate, ooh, getting dangerously close to being a little over bullish, but still okay for now. By the way, the daily is coming to an MRI top in 2 days. You got Friday. On Friday, there could be a daily MRI top creating a double top. That would be interesting. So definitely keep an eye on what's happening on Friday. Also, look at the horrible CMF. The CMF is a disaster. Volume is not confirming this move. Here or down there. This could be troublesome. I love the MACD. That just crossed over. And the RSI could go to overbought, so keep an eye on that. I don't remember my Ethereum bet either. I really don't. Everyone wants to make me bets. I bet some guy like 2 years ago about Monero, and it wasn't a small bet. And I have no idea who the guy was. I don't remember what the bet was. And I think I know I won that bet because Monero is like is a shithole right now. And I'm sure that person will not come back to pay me on that bet. This is why I don't like to make bets. I don't like to make bets with people like I see on a weekly basis. Like my friend that I lost a bet to that Bitcoin wouldn't spend more than 90 days above 10,000 in 2020. And I just barely lost that bet by like a month. But I see that person all the time. We always go to dinner together. But making bets with people you never see again is insane. What was I? Oh, 4 hour. 4 hour, and then I'm going to let you guys go. 4 hours pulling back a little bit. Are we on an MRI top on a 4 hour? We could be. Certainly could be. Oh, yeah, there it is. But that's a very bullish candle. That is a beautiful bullish candle. And if the next 4 hour candle is trading above current candle, that's it. I'm bullish in this market. See, here's what I need. Here's an MRI top on a 4 hour. That is a bullish candle. But the next candle needed to trade above that candle in order to stay bullish after an MRI top. That did not happen. And down we go. So I would need next candle to trade above current candle in order to exonerate, I guess, or in order to ignore the MRI top. This is also a double top meant to be ignored. This situation, if we continue going up from here, this is a bit of a fractal to what could happen on a daily scale in 2 days, where we have an MRI top very close to a double top from the all-time high with an MRI top, consolidation for a day or two, and then a huge breakout from 40K to 50 plus. Considering DTCC processed 2+ quadrillion in securities last year, and their new prototype are leveraging Ethereum blockchain to streamline capital markets. Thoughts? DTCC are idiots if they think Ethereum can process those kinds of transactions. Every transaction would cost them like 3 Ethereum to do. It's insane. I don't remember betting on Ethereum with because I was bullish Ethereum when I saw Socrates in Florida. It might have been the Litecoin bet. I don't know. I got to check with Socrates, or we got to check the tape. Somebody check the tape. Tone, do candles and patterns take precedence over the MRI? Yes, they do. Candles candles is my most important thing. Okay, if you go to the Tone Vays educational site, by the way, these prices will rise this month, and the MRI will double in price this month. It'll double this month. So if you were thinking about it, you may want to speed that up. Otherwise, the MRI price will double, because right now it's unreasonably cheap. This thing would be like almost $2,000 if I didn't lower the price for Black Friday. Learn trading. The very first thing I teach is candlesticks. The most important part of your trading. The most important part to me in trading is candlesticks. Try the Sailor stream keynote. I'm trying. It's not working. All right, guys. Go check out Michael Saylor. Check out his conference. That's it for me. I'm going to stop the screen share. And thank you all for watching.